This is feel good music, you can move on. Relax, stress free, leave your cares at home. Leave your cares at home. Do your two-step, get your groove on. This is feel good music, you can move on. Relax, stress free, leave your cares at home. Leave your cares at home.
Yeah. We are here. What's going on, everybody? It is Tuesday night. You know who we are. You know what we do. You know what it is. Glad to be with you. And I got our man, everybody's favorite 41-year carnivore. Rick is in the building, charging more party.
All right.
What's new, brother? What you got going on there? There's always something going on down there in the swamps.
That's true. Between the rainy weather and all the things that have to be done, it never ends.
Yes.
Always an adventure.
That's right. Let's see what we got here. You know, we got to start out the right way. Say hello to the regulars and the family. Sandy's here. Says, hey, looking forward to it. Love that. Lindsay says cookout night. That's right. That's right. It is cookout night. Oh, we got an early appearance from my brother Dustin. Brother, it's good to see you. DK in the building. Keto Simple. He is here early tonight. We got Bruce is in here. Yeah, that means the Lionesses must not be having their stream tonight if Bruce is in here. I'm kidding. I've said it a million times. I'm happy to be third choice to my sister Christy. She is the best. Love her to death. Hope she's doing well. Let's see who else we got here. Granny Boo. Hello there, Granny Boo. She says hello, everyone. We say hello back to you. Hello. Let's see here. That's right. We've got Carnivorians. Juliette Marie has hello. Where is everyone? We're at the Keto Cookout. That's where we are. We're here. We are here. I am coming to you live from the solar powered studios in Jacksonville, Florida. Solar powered for about another hour and a half because we didn't have a lot of sun today. So the system will be switching back over to grid power before you know it here. And our friend Rick is down in Miami. As always, the link is in the chat. If people want to come in and hang out, you're always welcome to do so. Come in. Come and knock on our door. Yeah, come on in. Sit on down. Make yourself at home. Rockin' Keto. Amy's here. What's going on there, Ames? Good to see you, sis. Glad you're here with us, beloved Darth Carnivore. May that fat be with you. Charlie is in the building. What's going on, brother? Good to see you. Marla's there. Hello there. Get too much is here. Hello, beloved. Good to see you. I think in here. Carnivore Eden said, hello, I'm staying here to support Rick's growing channel. Maybe he'll make $2 this month. Well, thanks a lot there, Juliet. I appreciate it. I guess, hey, well, in that case, you know. I'm kidding. I don't care why you're here. I just care that you're here. We don't have any of that foolishness over here. Come on, whether you're here for Rick, for me. Maybe you just like the back of the Keto Cookout in the background. I don't know. But we're going to try to have a little fun, hang out tonight. Do what we do on a Tuesday. Let's see. Yes, that is Funk and Wagnall's 1961 edition. This is the old backdrop. You know, he's been in the bedroom here lately. Now he is back in the living room. He's taking it back out there. So what did I tell you? Funk and Wagnall's. It is not the 1961 edition, ladies and gentlemen. Probably 1971. We can't read that. I'm illiterate anyway. I can't read. Let's see here. We got, it says hi, Rick. I can't Maybe other people can see it. I definitely can't. As I said, I just got my hooked on phonics last week. I haven't got up to. I'm at A. I just passed A and B. I'm working on C next week, man. So if it doesn't start, A and B, that's all I know. What year is it? You're muted there, brother. Something. Yeah, you're muted. I don't know why you're muted, but you're muted. Here, I'll unmute you. Well, let me unmute you. Oh, look at all the YouTube guys are speaking. Oh, there you go. How about that?
Okay. There we go.
There we go. We can hear you now.
Yeah. I was going to say, I had someone think this was a virtual background in my live until I pulled out. Yeah. Can you believe that?
Now that, my friends, is comedy. Listen, there's two-part comedy. Not only that somebody would think it's a virtual background, but that somebody would choose that as their virtual background. Of all the choices you had, I'm like, oh, there's Funkin' Wagnalls.
I also have World Book.
I love that. So what year was it anyway?
It was early 60s.
I think so I wasn't too far off with 61.
No, I think it was 61, 62. I mean, it's on there. There's like a list of copyrights, but I think that was 69 was that printing.
Yeah, I was born in 69.
Yeah.
Super Tune says, hi, everyone driving home and listening. Be careful out there. Let's see here. We have a question. Carnivore Eden says, where is Milton?
It's right there on the floor by the front door.
There you go. There you have it. Beefy. What's going on, brother? Good to see you. He is here tonight. Look at that. Cranky is here. My main man. Greetings from the heat. He says, yes. We know a little bit about that down here in Florida. It's Sunshine State, but it's more like the thunderstorm and hurricane state, if you ask me.
A free sauna for everybody.
Yeah. Smooth says, evening, Russ, Rick, and the Quacky Mitch. Love that. Good to see you, Smooth.
420.
Dustin says, we moved our live to 10 a.m. Tuesday mornings Eastern Standard, so we won't be competing with you anymore. There's no competition, brother. There's no. First of all, if there was a competition, I would lose. Because, everybody loves you. I got a few people that love me. You got 10 times more people that love you, and rightfully so, I might add. But that's cool, man. Maybe like I said, you can. You're always welcome here, brother. You know that. That goes without saying. So let's see here. I'll change the banner here. Whoops. All right. Changing the banners. We're changing banners here. We're trying to build the plane and fly it at the same time. Let's see here. Linuses are going to once a month. Yes, that is because they plan things and they organize things and they have, structure. We have none of that here. We plan nothing. We organize nothing. This show is about nothing. We just come here to have a good time. So we don't have to worry about planning anything. As always, if you have a question about ketogenic living or that, we try our best not to learn anything here, but we inevitably end up learning something. That's just how it goes. We have so many smart people in the chat. So we have folks that are all knowing of ketoing. So if you're interested in any kind of low-carb ketogenics diets, carnivore, keto, anything like that, by all means, you can put a question in the chat, or better yet, you can come on and chat with us live and in Technicolor. Rick would bite you, but he's too far away. Amy says, I would come on, but I'm sick with a cold laying on the couch. What? Carnivore? We don't get sick. What is that? You just gargle some bacon grease and get on with your life. Gargle some lard. What's wrong with you, Amy? You're disappointing us. You are letting the entire carnivore community down. Ketogenic people around the world are just. My mother is here. Linda Mitchell. She says, "Hello, Russell." There you go. That's right. Everybody's just there's a voice about everybody say hi to my mom. My mom is here. That is and she said it again. Hello, Russell again. She's repeated it. I says hello back to you there, mother. And Lori says, good evening, lovely people. Well, good evening to you, beloved. It's very nice to see you here. Usually you're here. You're one of the regulars. We appreciate you. Let's see what else we got here. Crank says, you're just a youngster, Russ. I'm creeping up on 56 here. So yeah, I'm definitely on the back nine of life. But we're gonna try to get a low score. It's going down the backside here. CB Carmick says, had a long day just getting off duty. Wife has some pork chops cooked. Love that. Love that. I don't eat a lot of pork. I have had an occasional pork chop, but not a big pork guy. Conversion says, I love you too. See, now, I don't know about that, Julia. I don't know, Julia. I feel like I had to fish for that. I feel like I had to beg for that. I had to beg for that love. And I'm, now, hey, I'm not above that. Okay, let's make it. Hey, hey, somebody should write a song about that. I ain't too proud to beg. Okay, listen. So somebody should write a song. That sounds like that'd be a great song, a classic even. But I'm just kidding. Going back to Russ's side, I don't know what that means. I don't know what that means. Is that some hate there? Is that I don't know. Listen, I'm oblivious to this stuff. You know what that means, Humph? Does that mean something? I don't know what that means. Sorry. Listen, when you're as good looking as me, you don't have to be that smart. You know? That's really that's how it goes. Hey, it looks and brains. You see which one I chose. Let's see here. Keto says, I'm one of those that loves Russ. He's one of the greats. I do what I can, brother. Just try to make people smile and laugh out here, have a little fun, and spread our ketogenic message. Hey, ketogenic living has definitely saved my life. I believe it can save other people's lives. So, but we are more than what we eat. We're not just, a bunch of heart attack, burger eating folks out here. We do have other things in our lives that we like to talk about. So we come together on Tuesdays and whatever pops on people's minds is what we talk about.
Mm-hmm.
Rick thinks reading is duck food. That's there you go. Look who it is, everybody. It's our man Kurt.
Hey.
Yeah, listen, the GoFundMe didn't work, family. Kurt is still living in his car. But
all right.
Hey, that Notre Dame education. You see what that gets you, ladies and gentlemen.
Okay.
What's going on, brother? You all right?
Yeah, just out and about. Wife's getting dinner, and I'm getting ready to get home and start grilling, and then I'll be ready to chat. I just want to stop in and say hi. I'm in the car. The wife kidnapped me.
Yeah. Just give her a few minutes. She'll send you back.
I know she will.
I love that. So, what's for dinner tonight? What's you picking up?
She's picking up some South Indian food.
Oh, all right.
Yep.
Now, I don't think we've talked about this before. She doesn't eat like you or us, I should say, eat like us. She's not.
Well, now that she's out of earshot, no, she don't.
Oh, yeah. Well, that's okay. I mean, I don't. Why? What is there? Is there tension? Is there?
I mean, I'm married, so yeah, there is tension.
There you go. Sorry. Yeah, spoken as a single man there. I'm so sorry. I did this. Shame on me. Well, that's it is what it is. Listen. I know what it's like just slightly because my family, is vegetarian and vegan, most of them. So when they come to my house to visit and stuff like that, Yeah, we don't eat the same. So but me, if you know anything about me, I'm a live and let live kind of guy. I preach, and then when I'm done preaching, I'm done preaching. you know, so,
I hear you. Yeah, my wife, she's not from the U.S. and
yeah,
she's not willing to give up her favorites. So, all I can do is set
yeah,
an example.
exactly, and she's not. I mean, she's not vegan or vegetarian or anything like that, is she?
Oh
I mean, she eats
no,
meat.
no, it would have been a divorce.
Speaking of divorce, look who it is, everybody.
Yeah, yeah, Russ. I want a divorce. That's it.
I'm
This,
kidding.
this, this, this between you and me just ain't working.
I, I agree. You're not tall enough for me. You're not tall enough for me.
I can really look up to you, though. You know,
I
I
am.
definitely look up to Rick, though. But
Yes. I'm saying this man is happily married. No attention to this. That he is a great guy. It's Bruce, everybody. Everybody say hi to Bruce.
howdy, folks.
Hey, Chris.
Hello, Quacker.
Wow. I figured, this time of year you might be out on a boat somewhere.
Nope, nope. I will be in a couple of weeks. Got to pop out here a second. Sorry, guys.
So, all right, that was Bruce, ladies and gentlemen. I appreciate him coming.
See ya.
Yes, he's being. We'll go back here. People complain about me not catching up to the chat. So, Lauren says I'm so torn. I don't know. Okay, so she must be talking to somebody else. Let's see here. Let's see. Sandy. Yes, I know Sandy. Now, Sandy really loves me. I know that. See, she's, she will fight somebody for me. She will knock somebody out. Let's see here.
Apparently, I'm being too loud.
Oh yeah. Hey, there's a little tension in the house over there at Bruce's place.
Yeah, my wife is on the other side of the house. She's got earplugs in, and she says, "I can still hear you." Okay, I guess I was just being too loud.
Just blame it on me. Just
Yeah.
throw me under the bus. Be like, that Russ
Okay.
is so loud, honey. He just he doesn't know how to act. He's got no manners. It's
That's
like
right.
all the way down, and he can't. I get it.
She'll buy that for about 10 seconds,
Yeah,
if that much. She knows me way too well.
He says, gargle some bacon grease. There you go. Hey, listen.
We could do that.
I am definitely not. I'm not a doctor. Just a suggestion, ladies. We don't practice medicine here. It's just a suggestion. Amy says I'm gargling salted bacon grease. Listen, you will not go far in life listening to me. I'm just telling you now. Taking advice from me. Yeah, I don't know.
No.
I'm sorry. Did you say something, Kurt? Oh. So anyway,
Kurt, you driving? Looks like he's frozen.
no, I don't.
Either that or I am.
No, I was teasing him about living in his car. He's actually at the grocery store. His wife is in there getting some food, and so yeah. Susan says we're gonna live forever. Yes, we're gonna live forever.
Heart attack.
Yes, we're doing our
One
best.
and done.
We're doing. Yes, we're doing our best. The cumulative cholesterol on the panel looks like it to be 1,500 here. I would say between the four of us. I don't know.
That would just be mine.
Lost Kurt.
Should have seen my blood pressure last night.
Now, are you one of those lean mass hyper responders, Bruce?
I don't know if I qualify. Usually, lean mass hyper responders are kind of really athletic, and that doesn't apply to me. But yeah, I have very high cholesterol,
Well, I
But
think Christy is one. I don't know how athletic she is from eating wellness. Isn't she? Isn't she one? I thought I heard her
Christy,
say that. I could
yeah,
be wrong. I could be
yeah, I
wrong.
think that's true. Well, she does sprints and she does stuff. So I don't know.
Yeah, yeah. Don't go chasing waterfalls, Russ. Somebody should write a song about that.
Chasing
Don't
waterfalls.
go
Oh,
chasing waterfalls. Please stick to the rivers and the lakes that you use.
should be over your heart, Rick.
Yeah.
Oh well.
Yes. This is how you take your blood pressure incorrectly, ladies and gentlemen. This is
That's
how
right.
you do it. Right.
Was
Doc
it
Nelson.
2 feet on the floor and
93 over
oh wow,
51.
nice.
But we have a flag on the play. A flag was thrown by Bruce. Illegal procedure. Improper technique, blood pressure taking technique. So I don't know. He says you have to put
Tile work.
Oh yeah. Oh, he's throwing a flag. He threw a flag. He says you have to. Yeah, there's a proper way you have to put it. Where? Say it again, Bruce. How you should take it?
I think you're supposed to put it like over your heart, something like that.
Oh,
That's what they tell my wife. So
there you have it. Doc Nelson is here. Good to see you, brother. Julie said, Russ, kidding. We're doing some switching, and you and Rick's going to support you both. Oh, you can support Rick. I will gladly yield.
Oh, I'm in both. So
Yeah, I appreciate it. Let's see here.
it
He says, I'm bringing in groceries, so listening and not chatting. 93 over 66.
okay. And then you did it right this time. Good.
There you go. That's right. We have no
So-
flag on the play this time.
How close is the heart attack?
I don't know.
Like my doctor did. Your first heart attack. You're doing.
Hey, look, with that blood pressure, you're closer to your heart stopping.
Yeah.
Well, here's another one I had.
Oh, that must have been
That's
when
still
Milton was
pretty
getting
good.
on your nerves.
Yeah, my blood pressure before I started carnivore was consistently like 140s, 150s over 90s, low 100s. What they get really worked up about. But ever since, it's been very consistent, 120 over 80s.
Hey, Amy says, "Hey, don't make me come there and give you the Irish Select, Russ." Listen, lady. First of all, sounds like the only thing you can give me is the Irish flu right now. Okay, so I don't. And Buckeyes are not afraid of fighting Irish. Okay, we're not afraid of you. We're just not. Okay. Oh my goodness. All right. Let's see here. Doc says,
Oh,
Mom Mitchell. My mother was in the chat there, Doc. I don't know if she still is. She may have popped out of there, but my mother popped in to say hello a little while ago. I don't know if she's still in here. She might be lurking in the shadows. Speaking of lurking, look who it is, everybody. Man, Pete, Papa Carnivore is here.
Quack, 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 quack.
Oh, look at this. That's right. Today is we have 2 of those there. Bring your cat
Yeah.
to the day.
yeah. This is Skipper. He's in trouble.
Skipper.
Yeah.
Welcome, Skipper. Good to see you. He probably came in to tell you to turn it down.
No. No, he knocked a lamp off the counter, so my wife brought him in and threw him in here.
Hmm.
Oh, there you go. DS111 says, I had 5 heart attack drumsticks today, deep fried in bacon fat for 33 minutes.
Mhm.
I love that with Death Wish. 33, because why 33? I guess 34 is too long. 34 just.
Let me tell you,
33
those heart attack chickens, they're going to give you high blood pressure like I have.
Yeah, there you go.
You'll be 90 over 60 in no time.
Julia says she's a lean mass hyper responder and not athletic. I weight train, but nothing too crazy. So there you go. So you don't have to be athletic, it seems, Bruce, to be a lean mass hyper responder. You just need to have a cholesterol over 7,000. No,
Oh yeah. Well, the other thing is I don't my HDL's not. It's in the high 60s, lower 70s. So don't have one. I'm not blessed with one of those negative ratios. So I don't know.
Gotcha.
Everything I've ever seen about lean mass hyper responder, I don't quite. The only thing that makes me fit is my my LDL is
Yeah.
in pretty close to 500.
Mm,
So
yeah.
and
Wow.
then HDL is in the 60s, 70s, and the triglycerides are down in the 80s. So I'm
That's fantastic. If you got a
Yeah.
ratio, HDL, if you got a triglyceride to HDL ratio and it's 1 or less, that's fantastic.
I think
That's
I was
awesome.
triglycerides were 60, and my HDL I think was 65.
Yeah, that's great. Yeah, you want to be low. Low is better.
Yeah.
I was watching. My father sent me. You know, he's a bit of a vegetable warrior. He does eat meat. He's not a vegetarian or anything like that, but he believes in vegetables. And he sent me a documentary called Forks Over Knives. And I, of course, you'd have been proud of me, family. I called him up and gave him the business. But one of the, I gave him that. Hey, listen, Dad could get it too. He's not too old to get it. But one of the things they had on there was a guy that had, of course, it was very cholesterol centric.
Yeah.
Everything was about cholesterol. And they had a guy on there, and I can't remember his exact numbers, but it doesn't matter for what I'm about to say. He brought all of his numbers down, cholesterol, and they were so happy about it. But his ratio of triglycerides to HDL was 4.
What?
4. His triglycerides were like 160, and his HDL was 40.
Oh
And they
my
were
God.
happy. They were like, oh, this is so great. This is so great. Your cholesterol's down. Cholesterol's down. What's that? 118 over 84?
Yeah, not as good as Rick's, but it's decent.
Well, we can all just we all are
Better
looking.
than most.
Yeah.
These are giants. These are
With Rick,
carnivore giants.
with Rick, we're pretty much going to have to resuscitate him. He's so low.
Yeah. So anyway, I just thought it was very interesting and odd. And I know Dot Nelson is lurking around here somewhere. But that ratio, as I understand it, is a much better indicator of your heart attack and stroke risk than your cholesterol numbers.
Dr. Kilt said something, I think it was this morning or yesterday morning, that really got me. He said, 200 years, he always asks questions. So let me ask you a question. 200 years ago, were there cardiologists? and like, so,
no, because there weren't any cars.
Oh.
But I mean, it got me thinking that, you know what, back then people were pretty much eating, I would say whole food. Pretty much there was no processed foods 200 years ago.
No.
What was that? 18?
I got news for you, Pete. You don't have to go back 200 years. Go back to 1900 and look at the CDC's website. Anybody can do it. See what the leading cause of death was in 1900.
It was probably like tuberculosis or infectious disease,
diphtheria, and pneumonia. Those are the big 3. There was no cancer. There was no heart attack. There was no stroke. There wasn't. Fast forward to 1945.
Yeah.
And see what the leading were there. Just 45 years later, the leading causes of death were heart attack, stroke, heart disease, and that. And what happened in that time? Well, you can look. There's several ways to look at it. One, the seed oil, was booming there. 1910, Crisco came on the market, and other seed oils, and they were advertised, of course, as being good for you. But that was also kind of the start of the decline of animal-based products in general, meat, oils, just all animal products. And if you look at the chart, it just goes straight down from 1920 or 30 to today of animal fats and the consumption.
And actually,
and sugars, of course, is sugars as well. Just the increase in sugar and seed oils and vegetable products goes straight up.
So do you know who Christopher Kenobi is? He does all that seed oil research.
I think I know who you're talking about.
Dr. Chris Kenobi. If you ever get if you ever get to see him, he has all these incredible graphs and charts that go all the way back to 1900, whatever. But the biggest correlation isn't sugar, he said. Sugar, definitely, there's some correlation, but the amount of sugar actually over the last whatever many years has actually fallen quite a bit, but yet cancer and heart disease has continued to go up. And what the line that most correlates is actually the seed oils that keeps going up in a direct line, correlation almost perfectly with heart seed cancer.
Well,
so seed oils.
I hear that, but it doesn't. I don't understand it, which is not saying a lot for me. But it doesn't make sense to me, and I must be missing something with his argument because I have heard it before. Yeah. And here's the thing: if you take a person who's eating the standard American diet, and you can feed them all the seed oil you want, fry everything in seed oils, get them off eat meat, but just fry it in seed oils. They'll still get rid of their type 2 diabetes. They'll still get rid of all their other issues, but they're eating everything in seed oil. So how does that, I'm not recommending obviously anybody do that, but so that but if you flip it around,
Well, actually, you might get rid of the diabetes, Russ, but what you won't get rid of is the cancer that's caused by all that inflammation from the seed oil and the heart disease.
But hold on a second. Dr. Thomas Seifert says that cancer is a metabolic disease and that starving it of glucose and glutamine is what kills it. What is it? What seed oil has glucose and glutamine in it? That's what I'm saying. There's something missing. I must be missing. There's a link somewhere that I must be missing because oils don't raise your blood sugars at all.
But they do cause a lot of inflammation, which causes the heart disease.
Yes. No, I'm no fan of seed oils.
Yeah.
None, not by any stretch. But I don't understand, and like I said, I must be missing something. I'm confused on how seed oils can be more hazardous to your health than sugars, because I don't know anybody that's diabetic because of seed oils, and diabetes is the root of all evil.
Well, the problem is it's hard to find a person that's doing what you're saying, who's not eating the processed food with the seed oils and is only eating like real healthy meat in seed oil. I've yet to meet that person. Show me that person. That person doesn't exist.
Maybe not now, but I think if you look at old time keto and carnivore people, they may have been, because we didn't know 20, 30 years ago, I think, about seed oils what we know now.
Yeah.
I know back many moons ago when I first heard of Dr. Atkins and started, that's exactly what I was doing. I was eating a lot of meat and stuff, but I had no idea vegetable oil or peanut oil and stuff was bad for you. In the 90s, I don't know who was screaming that from the top of the mountains like they are today. So I was frying things, in vegetable oils and eating them, back in those days. like I said, I wouldn't do that now, but yeah, my mom used to fry chicken and Crisco and all that stuff. We ate plenty of meat, but we didn't know seed oils were
Yeah.
bad. You know, we
Yeah,
did.
but if you fried chicken, you got the breading though, right?
Like even wings and stuff like that. You know, like if we made wings and stuff like that, we'd drop them in the grease and sauce them up. But it wasn't avocado oil or other oil. It was or any kind of
Crisco.
thing. Yeah, it was Crisco or vegetable oil.
Yeah.
Absolutely. A lot of people are doing it. I mean, people doing it now. I mean, I went to Wingstop last week. I know it's got some seed oils in it, but it was where I happened to be. So yeah, I don't know that there's something I'm missing with that whole seed oil argument as being the cause of things. I don't know. I would have to ask. Maybe Doc Nelson can put something in the chat or pop on. If you gun to your head and you had the choice of sugars or seed oils, which one is less, poisonous? I don't know the answer to that. Probably maybe seed oils because you do have a pancreas, but I mean, over time, I would say that the diabetes is really the killer. Diabetes is a leading indicator for heart attack, stroke, hypertension, obesity. I mean, everything centers around, kidney disease centers around diabetes. So,
well, there's sugar in every food, but there's not seed oils in real food.
Yeah, yeah, but it's excess, I think, is what it's about. I mean, yeah, if you're taking in more carbohydrates than you can burn or metabolize, that's where the problem comes in. I mean, if you're an Olympic runner, you can.
Well, not only that, the more muscle mass you have, the more sugar you can absorb. So if you're a person that's, strong and active, you could eat the fruit. You could be like Saladino and eat the fruit and not have a bad effect. But if you sit around all day and you have very little muscle mass, why would you eat that stuff? And then it's like you and other people have said, how are you going to exercise when you're sick and you're overweight and you feel like crap? It's like when you get the flu. When I get the flu, I don't want to do anything. I just want to sit around and get better. So everybody's doing it the wrong way. And, in my case, I didn't know seed oils were bad. All I knew was that after I started eating the heart attack diet, I no longer had headaches. And then I found out later it was the seed oils that give me headaches. And to this day, if food is cooked in seed oils, it doesn't even take that much. I either get a headache, sinus issue, or diarrhea every time.
Yeah. I think, I think that's a very common experience for people who are just starting out in that, because like I said, I didn't learn about seed oil until fairly recently. I'd say within the last 5 years, I didn't.
I definitely get the stomach upset really bad when anything in seed oil. It's bad. It's I'll get stomach cramps. I'll get really, really bad like loose stools, that kind of thing.
Now, is that something that's new, or where you always had that, just didn't know what it was?
I think that I had that problem. I didn't know what it was. I will tell you this: my issue on carnivore is the opposite of most people. If I don't have enough fat, I tend to get like really hard stools where I'm having to push them out, and it's uncomfortable, especially if I eat any hard cheese. Like it constipates the crap out of me. I mean, I become a bricklayer, so I gotta really watch the cheese. I gotta like very, very little, and I gotta keep the fat really high. Like, I mean, add lots of butter or lots of tallow, lots of bacon grease. I put shitloads of, as you guys know, in my fatty coffee deluxe, I call it, which is my coffee with lots of butter, some bacon grease, and so a little splash of cream. But I just got to keep the fat really high, or I have real problems. I really do. I got the reverse of whatever. It's like Rick. I can't relate to these people. Like, oh my God, I go eat all this meat and I have diarrhea. I'm like, man, if I just eat lots of meat and I don't add the fat, I got the opposite problem.
Yeah.
Again,
is that a transition now? Is that a transition that you made over time, or like I said?
Well, here's what happened. Let me go back to 2002.
We change, as we adapt as we.
Well,
used to
it. Here's where now looking back, I didn't realize, but back in 2002, I tried the Atkins. Okay, like a guy I knew at work was doing the Atkins, and he lost a lot of weight, and So I didn't realize, with Atkins, I started eating the meat, but I was eating like really low fat, like chicken breast or salmon, the real low fat, filet, New York strip, whatever, but there was no fat and I wasn't adding any butter or nothing. And I got the worst hemorrhoids ever. And I was also lifting weights a lot. I was going to the gym and pushing out really heavy weight. So from the straining, of the lifting the weights combined with not having enough fat and which tends towards, for me anyway, really hard stools, I ended up with having to get hemorrhoid surgery. I had what they call a full Rosetta, which was all the way around hemorrhoids, to the point where I couldn't even sit down in a chair. It was so painful. It was the worst pain I ever had in my life. And on Easter Sunday, it was Easter Sunday of 2002. I was literally, I was at the beach at a friend of mine's house. This is down in Texas. And I was in Galveston, actually. I don't know if you guys know where Galveston.
Oh, yeah.
And I went right to the emergency. I said, you got to take me, my ex-wife, take me right to the emergency room. And they did a hemorrhoid surgery the next morning and took, and it was horrible. So it was the worst pain. And it took me like 2 weeks to get over that, of just horrible pain after the operation. The first time I actually passed a stool was like giving a baby. It was worse than giving a baby. It was so much pain, like coming out. So anyway, I didn't realize, and now I realize that I was doing it wrong. I wasn't getting enough fat. And for me, where I'm already tending towards hard stools, even if I do have some fat, I got to even go higher fat. Like I have to do like almost 80-20, Rick. If I don't do 75, 80%, I'm in a world of hurt. That's just me. I don't know. I'm different.
Yeah. Super Tune says, I once thought peanut oil was healthy. Yeah, we all did.
Yeah, I thought it was too.
Peanut oil, canola oil, corn oil.
Well, here's the other thing, Russ. The other thing is peanut oil is it's a legume, right? Beans, it's a bean. Peanut is a bean. It's a legume. It's not a nut. People think it's a nut. Right. It's not a nut. Okay, so it's a bean. And what are beans high in? Lectins, and I think some oxalates too, maybe. But I know it's high in lectins. Those poisons, those lectins and oxalates or whatever, and all the inflammation. That a lot of that is why peanut oil is pretty darn inflammatory, actually. For some people, it's a problem.
Yeah. Cranky says refined sugar was used 2,500 years ago. Seed oils were used for food preparation in the early 1900s. Even diabetes correlates to seed oil consumption better than sugar consumption. But see, here's the thing again, this is the part where I'm missing it. If you take a type 1 diabetic and you sit them down and you give them a cup of sweet tea made down here in Florida,
oh boy,
and you give them a cup of seed oil,
right,
and they swig one down, one of them's going to send them to the hospital. Okay, unless they take their insulin, and one of them's not. So that's the part where I'm like, okay, they're both bad, and I think certainly you can make an argument they both contribute, because if you look at the increase in diabetes, the increase of sugars, as well as the increase of seed oils, they go together. But I think it's more sugar than seed oils because there's no glucose in oils, and it's a glucose disease.
But here's the thing, Russ. If you look at Chris Kenobi's graphs, very clearly over the past, I think it's 10 years, sugar consumption is down quite a bit. But yet diabetes rates
down from where?
From where it was 10 years before. It's still, we're talking high 10 years ago.
Exactly. So if you're taking in 500 carbs a day and you go down to 250, that's a huge reduction, but you're still 200 north of where you need to be. You're still going to have problems.
But what happened though is that the seed oil graph kept going up at the same rate as the diabetes while the sugar went down. So I get what you're saying, but the graphs don't show that.
Yeah.
Maybe it's a combination of sugar and seed oils
Yeah.
that since you were talking about pre 1900 earlier.
Yeah.
You know, they were eating they were eating sugars before 1900.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mitch says give up in these orders: seed oils, then vegetables, then sugar. Where's fruit in there? I don't know how that. I guess that's part of the sugar, maybe. Lori says, I feel like I know Peter way too intimately these days. Hey, listen,
Yeah, really.
my man Pete
Well,
likes
listen,
to share, and there's nothing
the
wrong.
only reason I mention that is there is a segment of the carnivore community like me that is getting ignored, which is there. Then there's a lot of people, I've seen them in the comments, where they have the same problem that I have, where they've got to keep the fat like extra high, or they get hard stools, like they get really bad, almost like constipation symptoms, you know.
Yeah.
But
I've
I
never
would
had
agree.
that.
We're in the minority. We're definitely in the minority. There's no doubt about it.
I will never forget about you, Pete. Don't
Yeah.
That's
Well, I just bare my soul on your channel, Rush.
Hey man, listen, we are here to share. It's all family. We are all here. You talk about your stools all you want to.
Praise the Lord, and pass the carbohydrates.
Yeah, just
There you
stop
go.
cursing. That's what I need you to do. No more cursing.
We always knew you were full of it anyway, Peter.
There was a comment here. I think Juliet said. She says, carnivore with seed oil is proven to have reverse diabetes, just like animal fats. Yeah, I don't know. So. And DS111 says 5 years ago, my first and last time going to Wingstop with my daughter's and sisters. I didn't eat it and threw it away. It was horrible, even before carnivore and knowing better. To each his own. Now I get the dry rub. Louisiana rub. There's no sauce, and I looked it up. I figured there was something dirty in there, some MSG or something, but zero carb and no. It's a very clean. Rub. So when I got
the garlic parmesan, and I was fairly okay with it, but it definitely did give me a little bit of a stomach ache because I guess it's seed oils or whatever.
Yeah, they say what's it? Buffalo Wild Wings fries their wings in beef tallow. Is that right?
Yeah.
Maybe I need to start sub. I need to switch. Or there's just
here's the problem. But then they dunk it in this sauce that's loaded with seed oil.
Yeah, I don't get sauce. I get dry rubs or just seasoning. Very rarely do I get sauce, and if I do get sauce, it's usually just the mild buffalo. I don't get to the sweet sauces there. I really like them just some type of salt and pepper, lemon pepper sometimes, and like that. I don't like them all goopy and sauce everywhere.
I made heart attack chicken wings last night. And tallow, deep fried. Oh my God, they were good. And just put a little salt and some butter. Oh man.
Yeah. Smooth says Dr. Baker put out a post with the forks to knives before and after pics worth a look.
Mm-hmm.
The thing about it is, like I told my dad, the number one trick that the pro vegetable people use to debunk us, if you want to call it that, they don't, but in their mind, it's the number one trick that they use. They count anything with meat in it as meat.
Right.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So when you look at this thing, they talk about all these people were eating meat. No, they weren't. They were eating things with meat. They were eating lasagna and pizza and hot dogs and hamburgers. And here's the thing I told my dad. I said, okay. I said, this isn't original. I think I got this from Dr. Barry. We're already 75 to 80% vegetarian in this country. The standard American diet. If you go to any restaurant, whatever your favorite fast food restaurant is, and you get a combo, burger, fries, drink, whatever, look at it. It's a super high carb meal, but it's all vegetarian except for the burger patty,
which is small.
Yeah. So it's like, okay, so this is an unhealthy meal because it's got meat, Here, let me
Mhm.
just take this burger patty out, throw it away, and eat everything else, and now I'm healthy.
And
You
not
know,
only
Wow.
that,
that's crazy.
not only that, everything's deep fried. The French fries, all that stuff
Yeah,
is
exactly.
fried in seed
But it's
oil.
all
And then
vegetarian, though. It's
yeah, and
all
then like
vegetarian.
the ketchup is loaded with high fructose corn syrup and seed oils and
Right.
God knows what else.
Yeah. Craig says, to be fair, ultra refined grain consumption correlates to type 2 diabetes even better than seed oils, but they almost always include seed oils in the front. Yeah, I mean, it's I guess to me it's 6 to 1 and half a dozen the other with the grains, because whether you're eating a bowl of oatmeal or eating a bowl of grapes or eating a bowl of sugar, the body treats it all the same. I mean, isn't that correct? I mean, so whether you get your glucose by cupcake or by oatmeal or by sandwich, it's all excess carbohydrates.
The only redeeming factor to, like, if you do like a real high quality oatmeal with a lot of fiber in it, is that fiber will slow down the
Slows
the
up.
sugar whatever. But a cupcake, obviously, because they're using that highly refined flour, and there's basically no fiber in a cupcake. Yeah. It's going to mainline sugar mainline.
Besides, if you call somebody a cupcake, that's not exactly a compliment. But if you say that somebody is beefy, that's a compliment.
There you go.
Hey, listen, I'm pretty sure I got some carnivore cupcakes out there that wouldn't mind me called.
Or Rick, they say, "Oh, I'm just Ducky."
There you go. That's right.
That's right. Hey, you know what I saw one time? You talk about vegan comparisons. They had Dr. Baker on one side and then Dr. what's his name? Michael Greger on the other side.
God.
And I was laughing. They said, well, that's not fair. I said, I'll tell you what, we'll compare Dr. Greger to Rick, the carnivore quack, and we'll put both of them through all the athletic tests and see who does better.
Rick will be like, lifting an engine block, and he'll be like struggling. He'll be struggling to lift a tomato.
Yeah.
Oh, this tomato's so heavy. Oh my God. This must be a beefsteak.
Oh my goodness, that's funny. Yes, Cranky says good idea for hot sauce. I've been doing that for a long time because I think the butter. I don't. Ironically, the Frank's. I started using Texas Pete because they have a milder sauce. Because the Frank's Red Hot was a little too hot for me, and I used to put butter in it. I mean, decades ago, because I think the butter thins it out and doesn't make it quite as hot.
Yeah.
But Texas Pete's has a milder version that I use, and I was using the Frank's wing sauce, not the hot sauce, and that has seed oil in it. It has soybean oil in it.
Oh boy.
And so I got shamed out of that. I had a little bit left. I think my sister Laura Russell, she shamed me out of that, as I recall. And so I got rid of. That's how I got with Texas Pete's, because I can't have it. And I'm afraid of her. We're all afraid secretly of Laura.
Oh yeah, don't want to mess with her.
She's a good shot.
I'm not afraid.
I bought. I bought.
Is that why you go opposite weeks with her?
I think it's so we don't overload Russ.
Now I bought 3 bars of her tallow soap from Laura's, Russell Brands with a Z at the end. Russell Brands and .com. Great website if anyone wants like tallow soap. She makes beautiful. I think it was scented with vanilla or something. It was really good soap.
Yeah, so we'll run that at the Tecker there. Shout out to my sister Laura. You never know. She's probably not lurking, because if she was lurking, she would pop in the chat.
Yeah, I had coconut to mine.
Shout out to that.
Yeah, coconut's good too.
Mm-hmm.
See, what did I tell you? Look at that. Jiffy says, I'm Russ's beefy cupcake made of beef and eggs, baked and shaken. I love you, Russ. And I love you back, Jiffy. There you go. How about that? I know what you're thinking. Get a room. Yeah, I understand. Oh my goodness. Yeah, sauces and stuff. I definitely have cleaned that up a little bit. I'm proud of myself. I'm down to just a couple of things now. When I first started, I had 100 different sauces and seasonings I used. I'm down to just a few now.
Yeah.
My go-to for burgers and stuff like that is mayonnaise and mustard. I mix that up and I slather things with that.
But
And
you
then-
What
don't.
kind of
You don't.
mayonnaise?
No,
Seed oil.
avocado oil mayonnaise.
Yeah,
Chosen
he
food,
uses like
avocado oil.
chosen. You use
Yeah,
chosen,
chosen
right?
food. Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Avocado
fine.
oil.
That's fine.
Avocado oil mayonnaise and mustard, and I
Yeah.
stir it up and I slather it on burgers.
Russ,
burger.
Do you ever use garlic or black pepper?
Oh yeah. So not so much like I used to. Like I said, I'm kind of down to salt, but in my ground beef, I use a little bit of that. I use the Redmond's season blend. I don't know if you ever
Oh
use
yeah,
that.
that's real
Got
clean.
garlic and
That's
onion powder
clean.
maybe or something. It's got like 3 or 4 ingredients.
You know what? I just do salt and butter. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm getting there. I used to put I don't really use black pepper anymore, except if it's in something else. Like if it's in I think there's a little bit in that Redmond seasoning. But I used to salt and pepper my eggs all the time. Now I just salt them. I don't pepper them anymore. And so
And
you know,
do you miss the pepper at all or no?
no. It's funny because my dad was talking about having some problems with getting the sniffles and stuff when he ate eggs and stuff like that. And I told him,
Take the pepper out.
yeah, he likes a lot of pepper.
Yeah.
And we'll take some of that because he likes lemon pepper and he likes pepper. I says, try without the pepper for a little bit and see if that makes a difference. And he said maybe just a little bit, slightly. But I started doing it with him. I started doing it too. I'm like, you know what? I'll just stop using it too. I don't know if I miss it. I used to put it on all my steaks and I used to put it in my eggs and everything. And I stopped what was it? Probably early in the spring, maybe March, something like that. And I haven't gone back and I haven't used it since. So yeah, the Lord says, I subscribe to Keith, but that Buckeye Boys went to some football guys. Oh, must have been somebody else. He says, Machete and encyclopedias make a real man. There you go. That's right. You know, hey, everybody, listen, nobody wants to challenge, Rick to any kind of duel or anything, man. Yeah.
No.
Hey, listen, this man has killing fields, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, so it's like, don't mess with a man that has killing.
I'm just as skinny and sickly looking as a vegan.
Yeah, but your blood pressure is a lot lower.
Yeah.
I guarantee you. If you hooked up Rick and a vegan next to each other on one of those blood pressure cuffs like Bruce was showing a minute ago, one of them would be like, skyrocketed, and the other one's like, the guy's going, I think he's dead.
Yeah, right.
I think he's dead. I can't get a reading off of this thing.
Yeah, Craig says Frank's Red Hot has no. Yes, that is exactly correct, and that's what my sister Laura told me. I did not. It's funny because I started using the Red Hot, and then they came out with the wing sauce. And silly me, I saw the wing sauce, and they had a mild flavor because I don't like real spicy, and I didn't even look at it, which is shame on me. I should have read the label.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, I ended up really liking it. It was just about perfect, just a little bit of heat, not much. And then she was like, that has seed oil in it. I'm like, how can it have seed oil when the sauce doesn't? I looked at it. They're like, you're exactly right.
Yeah.
So I don't buy that anymore. I'm on
you know what? I like when I go to Fresco y Mas and El Presidente and those places, they got aisles and aisles of hot sauce, like all these hot sauces, millions of them. Yeah. And if you read the ingredients, especially the real cheap ones that are super inexpensive, they're loaded with seed oil, all of them.
Oh yeah, it stretches it out. Makes it.
Yeah.
So yeah, no, I And in the Primal Kitchen, because I forget who I was talking to, maybe in Todd Botniss or somebody was like, "Oh, Primal Kitchen makes some pretty cool hot sauces," but man, they want like $100 for a shot glass of it. I mean, it is crazy.
So let me tell you this: do you have a Bravo supermarket up your way? No, because Bravo has Louisiana hot sauce. It's called it's not Louisiana. Crystal hot sauce from Louisiana. It's called Crystal. And you get 2 big glass bottles of it for $5. So that's like $2.50 a bottle. And that's so cheap. And they're big glass bottles. And all that's in it is the red cayenne pepper, vinegar, and salt. That's it. It's clean as a whistle.
Yeah.
Because that's real Louisiana hot sauce. That's all that's in Tabasco or any of them.
Not too hot. Listen, I'm kind of wimpy. The ladies. I'm sorry, ladies. I'm sorry to all my lovely low carb ladies and my carnivore cuties out there. I'm kind of wimpy when it comes to the hot sauce. Yeah, I wimp right on out. I can't take a whole lot of that.
No, it is more. It is hotter, Russ. I don't know if you.
Yeah, I don't know. No,
you want to be able to taste it, not feel it, right?
Exactly, man. Plus fire in the hole later on.
Yeah, going in, coming out. Yep.
Sauce.
Yeah. So
why would anybody even need a sauce?
Some of us like flavor. We don't. Some of us are
flavor.
Not. Yeah, some of us listen. You would eat lard flavored Tic Tacs if they had them. Okay,
I love lard.
I know that's what I'm trying to say. If they had lard flavored Lifesavers, Rick would be.
Oh yeah, I'd go for that.
And then and in the same bag, there's ones flavored like bacon grease, and
Yep.
Yeah,
bacon grease is just salty, but it does have a flavor. But yes, some of us like some different flavors. I like. I'm getting it down to a bare minimum here, but I have to say I'm surprised by that. I wouldn't have guessed that years ago.
Well, the black pepper is pretty high in oxalates. The other thing that's high in oxalates that a lot of people like, they'll put a little cinnamon in their coffee. Cinnamon's very high in oxalates. Just so you know, I used to put some in my coffee, and then I was listening to Sally K. Norton, the oxalate queen, and she was talking about how cinnamon is very high. The spices is high in oxalates.
Yeah, I don't have. I haven't had cinnamon in 100 years, other than in my former life, I had a cinnamon roll or something. I don't know if I ever had put cinnamon on anything in my life.
Really?
Yeah, it's not one of my.
You never ate cinnamon buns?
Yeah, but it was already on there. I didn't buy it and put it on there.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean? Lizzie says, I didn't know Redmond's made a seasoned blend. Redmond's makes a lot of different salts. I have some, and I really haven't found a use for it. I know people like it. What is it? It's the hickory smoked salt flavor that Redmond's makes. Yeah, they make several different flavored salts. Some of them you can get on Amazon, some of them you can get in stores, some of them you have to order from online. But they make several different flavored salts, and I got the hickory smoked salts, and I'm gonna try a dry brine with that. I put it on some things. It wasn't bad, but it's I don't know how to describe it. It's kind of unique flavor. But what I'm gonna do, I think maybe when I make steaks, I'm gonna make steaks. I think maybe this weekend. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna try to brine them with that Redmond's hickory smoked salt.
Wow.
4 or 5 hours and see how that. I gotta take it easy because it's kind of salty. It's not like the rock salt. So I gotta just kind of sparingly put it on there. Otherwise, I'll end up with a big salt block. But I'm gonna try that.
Russ, have you ever tried the Malden's salt?
Yeah, Doc Kiltz had that at his house. The flake.
Oh, right. That's flakes.
Right. Yeah, that was good. I had some of that. That was good.
Because it's got big. They're bigger flakes. They're big flakes.
But they dissolve. They're kind of thin. They kind of dissolve. Do you brine with that, or you just season with it?
I just sprinkle it on top of the steak or whatever, and then on eggs I use the regular Redmond's, like the thin. Because it's grand, it's just going right into the liquid egg, so you're kind of wasting the Malden's, like The Malden's is good because it has that great texture. It's almost like rock salt in a way. And when you put it on the steak, it's really good. And then I have the Malden smoked sea salt flakes as well.
Well, I'm going to go ahead and you can send all the hate you want. I'm prepared for it. I'm built for it. I just use regular old school table salt for my eggs. Go ahead. Just go bring it. Just unleash the carnivore police on me. Have them come and get me.
I'm not too far behind you there. We use kosher salt here.
Yeah,
So.
I just have a ton of it, and I ain't throwing it out. Because I really don't use that much salt. My salt palate has always been less than most. Like when I make something, people are like, "Oh my gosh, it needs salt." I'm like, "It seems good to me," So, but yeah, I still use just regular salt, and when I run out, I will look for something else. But yeah, I just. All right, we have a question from Lizzie here. Lizzie says, when the steakhouses have the 4-pound steak with a time limit, it's free if you can eat it all. Do you guys feel like you can crush that?
Oh God, Rick, that's like no problem for Rick. Rick, a 4-pound steak. I think he could do that.
Rick is on the phone with
easily.
EF Hutton. He's on the phone with EF Hutton.
I think it's his Merrill Lynch advisor, because he's got millions of dollars he's got tucked away.
Yeah. Listen, I'm going to tell you, I have never, this is true, and the people that have been with me, I have never been with a single carnivore that couldn't out-eat me. I mean, you see me, oh, he's a big guy, whatever, you think, oh, he can, no. There are carnivore kids out there that could eat more than I just don't. That's not my thing. I can't really eat a lot like that. Now you give me
more meals. Do you eat like more meals but less at each meal?
Yeah, more so. But here's the thing. I was like that in my old life, in my standard American diet life. I was the same way. I was a grazer.
Okay.
I didn't eat like big, gigantic, maybe on a holiday, maybe, but that wasn't my normal routine. My normal routine was, I was a marathoner.
You know what? My mom is exactly the same. She's constantly grazing, and she doesn't eat hardly anything at each meal.
Yeah. And that's the thing when I came in, and that's part of I'm working through it, but that was when I came into ketogenic diets and all that stuff. I changed my diet, but I didn't change my habits or like my lifestyle. So instead of eating, when I went carnivore, it's still the same thing. I ate all the time. I was just eating ground beef and steaks and briskets instead of eating pizzas and hot dogs and hamburger and stuff like that. But I would eat all day long. I would snack, everything like that.
Yeah.
And I'm just kind of, believe it or not, now, I mean, I've just been working slowly at getting myself to a place where, because you need to have, a 12 to 18 hour window, I guess, of time when you're not eating, they say. And so that's being a big thing for me through my transition is I eat the same, I just don't eat the same things. So it's just the way I've always been. I don't know what that's about. But yeah, I would listen. The two people that I've seen eat the most, of course, I've talked about it, are Rick and Charlie, Darth Carnivore.
Who else? Who else could go head to head with them? Is my United Carnivore, Michael.
Yeah, you were telling me about him. I'm not. I don't know if I did. Was he at Doc's house?
I'm not sure if he was at Kiltz's house. But he was at I think he was, and he was definitely at the barbecue the day of the Tampa meetup, the one we had,
Yeah.
And he would, and I've been with him twice up in Melbourne with Mitch, old guy carnivore, at the Brazilian steakhouse. That guy can pack away meat. It's like He must have a hollow leg.
Yeah, I don't. Like I said, I don't know what the time limit is. I'm sure they could do it. I'm pretty sure they could do it. I don't know. You have to ask Charlie if he's ever eaten 4 pounds of meat. I don't know, but I can tell you that Rick is a champion and Charlie's a champion, and I'm a lightweight. I'm a lightweight. If we go out as a group to the Caribbean or like a Brazilian steakhouse, I'm 90% of the time the first one to be done. I mean, I eat my fair share, but I'm usually the first one out. So let's see here.
Well, guys, I'm gonna call it a night. It's already way past my bedtime. So
yes, we're not far behind you here. We're an hour and 12 minutes into this thing, and we are going to be shutting down here pretty soon. Appreciate you hanging out with us, buddy, and we will.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, we'll see you next week. And
Bruce.
See y'all later. Now I got to figure out how to turn this thing off.
Just close it.
I can kick you out. It'll be my pleasure.
Oh, he figured it out.
Listen.
So, Rick, they were asking if you could eat 4 pounds of meat in one sitting.
Oh, I can. No problem. I do it all the time.
There you go. There you have
Ask
it.
Russ. Ask Russ. He's the only person that's been courageous enough to eat with me.
Now, hold on. Dr. Nelson said
we weren't weighing it. I don't know how much it was.
Russ,
we didn't have a scale.
Russ, Dr. Nelson said there's 2 Bravo supermarkets in Jacksonville.
They must not be on my side of town. Jacksonville's a pretty big place. I will look them up. But what's that, kind of like an ethnic market or something? They have like
but they have good deals.
Yeah. Jimmy says, do you cook out? What's favorite meats or chicken to cook out? No, I'm more of a cook-in person there, Jimmy. Mm-hmm. I do have a grill. I have a gas grill, and it is as new as the day I bought it. There could be a dead body in there. I could not tell you. It's been way too hot for that lately, but it is something. It's on my list of things to do, but I mostly just air fry, and I have an electric skillet and that sort of stuff. And my favorite meats are everybody's pretty much the same. Steaks,
melted.
My pressure cooker is for my oxtails and my briskets and things like that. I pressure cook all that stuff. It takes.
I melted my grill.
What'd you say, Rick?
I melted my grill.
Oh Lord!
Oh no!
The grill?
I use the grill as a trash burner as well.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I use? I use an old-fashioned crock pot. Remember those?
I had one till it broke.
I have one, but
it's got the big ceramic, ceramic insert inside, and it's just got a cover, and it has high, low heat, either high or low, and then the button up or down, and it goes in 30-minute. Every time you push it, it's 30 minutes. So you push it twice, it's an hour. And you just boom, 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 go 6 hours, 8 hours, whatever you need. And you just put the meat in with a little water, some salt, if you want to add a little butter, whatever, and just let that sucker go. Man, it's great. I put chuck steak in there.
I used to do that. My crock pot is put away. I got a pressure cooker. A pressure cooker is a crock pot with a fast forward button on it.
That's true.
I can go from seasoning to eating a brisket in an hour and a half.
Now, Russ, I have a Instant Pot pressure cooker, the big one that I got, and you know what? Mine's like your outside grill. It's as new as the day I bought it. I haven't used it. I don't use it because I use my crock pot. I don't know.
But
I can't figure out how to use it.
Why in the world would you use a crock pot? Literally, man, you can put. It takes like 6 hours to do oxtails. I can have eaten my oxtails and put them away in 2 hours.
Wow.
It's so much faster. I mean, it's just and then
and it tastes just as good.
It depends on what you make though, because if you don't make a lot of, coarse meats, then but if you like brisket, if you like oxtails, if you like anything you have to slow cook for 4 to 6 hours, The pressure cooker, man, like I said, it knocks that down to an hour and 15 minutes. And
my girlfriend uses the pressure cooker to make chicken soup, and it goes like 20 minutes. It's like done.
Yeah. I made some chicken Alfredo maybe a month ago. I put a bunch of chicken thighs in there for about 20, 25 minutes. They broke all down, and they would just pull them apart and hit them with some Alfredo sauce and that. Amy says, other than hot sauce, what are 5E options for spicy hot flavor? I'm assuming Cajun seasoning is not good either. I do use some Cajun seasoning. I use that comes in the green and orange. Go ahead, yeah. I might as well get all the hate. I'm using regular salt and Cajun seasonings. And I just keep it coming.
You ever heard of Slap Yo Mama? You ever have Slap Yo Mama?
Yep.
That's a Cajun seasoning. It's good.
What's the name of Carrie Cucci or Tony? Starts with a C. It comes in a little green.
Oh yeah. It's I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, I use that pretty often for ground beef. I use it for all kind of stuff.
Yeah.
It's not much in it. I mean, I would imagine the carnivore police will give us a ticket for that, but it's just got red pepper. It does have black pepper, I guess, in it, chili peppers, salt. I mean, it's if you're not, super strict, it's just got some vegetables in it, or plant-based, stuff in it. But seasonings and garnishes, I'm not worried about that. I love to saute some mushrooms and butter, things like that. I'm not that.
But for Amy, get that. It's Slap Yo Mama. That's good stuff.
Yeah. There's several different ones. They're all about the same. Some are just a little spicier than others, but the ingredients are mostly the same. You just don't want any MSG or any stuff like that in there. Supertune says, my mom always made buttered toast with sugar and cinnamon. We didn't know better. Oh, yeah. Listen, my mom used to send us off to school with cream of wheat and oatmeal and toast and fruit juice. And
oh, Rick loves cream of wheat.
Yeah. Rick doesn't like cream or wheat.
Yeah. Disgusting, nasty, not even duck food.
And he also loves oatmeal really a lot.
I have to say, I didn't really like cream of wheat that much, or oatmeal that much. It's just we loaded it up full of so much butter and sugar.
Yeah, that's true.
It was just like a big buttery, sugary, soup.
Yeah.
And milk. And milk.
Yeah, and milk, exactly. Marla likes the Redmond cherry and Chef's Blend smoked sauce better than the hickory. I may try some of those, although, like I said, I don't like a ton of salt anyway. I saw it. I can't remember. I heard somebody talking about it. I think the smoked salt, the hickory smoked salt, and all that. Movie Goats is coming in. Look who's bringing up the rear here. Hey, Aaron. Good to see you. Okay. Cranky says, Russ, put down the sauce. Yeah. I use a lot less than most. Amy says, the problem with the steak challenge, they make you eat the baked potato and sides too. Oh, do they? I've never been on one of those.
I wouldn't do that.
Yeah, well, that's not fair.
Well, they're trying to fill you up.
Exactly.
All that
listen, that's the hustle at the Brazilian steakhouse too. Listen, anytime I take anybody to Brazilian steakhouse for the first time, I always tell them the hustle because they're always the same. They all do it. I've been to a bunch of them all over the country, different. They're doing the same. They bring you in there, they sit you down, they try to get you to go to the salad bar. I don't move. Then they bring out a bunch of little bread and potatoes to the table. I don't do any of that. And then the first thing they come out with is a bunch of chicken and sausages and stuff you can get for $2 a pound at your local grocery store. And I'm like, I'm not here to eat a chicken thigh. Are you out of your mind? You think I paid $60 to eat chicken thighs? Yes, get away from me with the chicken thigh.
Yeah, you got to hold out. You got to hold out for
the exactly. I was like, bring on the ribeye and the picanha and anything else that's north of $10 a pound. Okay, that's what you bring out here. I'm here to get mine. So yeah, don't fall for that. People are like, oh yeah, chicken, but a chicken.
You know what? You know what's funny? You know what the last
chicken for $20 at the Colonel.
You know what the last two things they bring out is the fillet and the beef ribs.
Yeah, exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Not a problem. I'm telling you, this is not a problem. I'm like, you take it right. You bring it here. Oh, that's great. Oh, that's cool. Take it on to the back and find where is the ribeye guy?
Mm-hmm.
You know. So, Amy says she's feeling a little rough tonight. Well, I hope you feel better. Our sister Amy is down for the count there. Man down.
I thought I saw something like did Amy put out a video that she said she was feeling like crud, but did she cheat? Or I think she sent out some video that said maybe that she cheated or something. I forget.
Yeah. I don't wish bad upon you
I hope not. I hope not.
If you were dabbling in the dark underworld of the carbohydrate, I do not wish that upon you. Grandma says, Amy, read the ingredients before buying, but Tony Chicheri. That's what I use. I think it's pretty clean. Laura will be on next week. She is the official spokesman for the carnivore police. She's not actually the police from herself, but she is a spokesman for the carnivore police. So she will tell you if it's dirty or clean. She will get it. And I might even grab some and read the ingredients to her. I've been known to do that. Just read the ingredients to her on the stream, and she'll tell me. She'll give me the gas face if it's no good or whatever. Let's see here. Question: could you guys eat a whole tomahawk? That steak is huge. Probably not me.
I could,
but those
I could definitely eat a whole tomahawk.
Those guys, yes.
I did last time, November. My vegan friend bought me a tomahawk steak in exchange for turning loose Mr. Ducky that I was going to eat. So I turned him loose at the canal. I made a video of it too. If you look at my channel, and that tomahawk steak was huge, and I ate the whole thing, and I had room for more.
You mean he wanted to save the life of the duck?
Yes, she wanted the duck to be released because I was fattening him up, and he was getting big and fat. And every time I saw him, I was like, yum, delicious.
And all that your friend could see is this poor little ducky.
This thing was massive. It had to be a 15-pound duck. It was huge.
You know what probably happened? You probably released it at the canal and it dropped dead of a heart attack an hour later.
Well, actually, I came back a week later. He was mating with the females, so he did pretty well. I gave him all the good stuff. Mango, avocado, banana, coconut.
Did you recapture him?
No, I let him go. I did not. I told her I would not, because she says, well, you're just going to turn him loose and then grab him and cook him later. Yeah. I'm like, no, I'm not going to do that. I promise you. You know I'm a man of my word. And I did not. In fact, I have not eaten a duck since then.
Bruce says, I didn't figure it out. Russ kicked me out. I think he enjoyed that way too much. Guilty as charged.
Wait a minute, Rick, you said you haven't eaten a duck since then?
That is correct.
That's because we haven't had one available. I don't think
there's a shortage of Muscovy ducks around here. I don't know what happened.
Yeah, I think he'd be more than happy to rekindle his duck obsession if there was an ample supply.
Well, if you saw some ducks, you're not going to turn down a free meal, are you?
Well, if somebody calls me for a duck removal, but I haven't gotten a call this year. If I do a duck removal, I will bring them all here. And then I will start feeding them and figure out which one is the best for cooking.
Amy says, are oxtails good? The answer to that is absolutely not. They are delicious. They are way better than good.
Beef tongue is a Jewish delicacy. I'm Jewish, and they boil it, long time, like all day. Then they take the skin off. You take the skin off, and then you slice it like it's like corned beef. It almost tastes like corned beef. It's absolutely delicious. You've never tasted anything so delicious.
I don't really want to taste anything that can taste me.
You take that part off.
You'd have to hide it in something. I don't know. Some things are psychological. But oxtails are very, very fatty. And if you're like me, you got to mix them with something. I mix it with roast. I mix it with ground beef. Some people just go right down the line with it. And if you eat them out, which, if you have Caribbean places nearby, they're everywhere down
Yeah.
here. But the problem with that is they trim all the fat off of them.
Mm-hmm.
And they put them in, and they usually have a gravy. They serve them over rice or potatoes, but you can get it without that if you want. But the gravy, I'm sure there's probably some.
It is hard, Russ. It is hard to find oxtail with the fat on the edges,
Mm-hmm.
If you buy it from the store, like if you buy it raw. Now, if you go out to eat at a restaurant, yeah, because people get mad, I'm sure. It's like brisket or anything else. If you go to a barbecue place, you got to fight them to get the fatty brisket, because they most people don't want it because they get mad. They think that you're cheating me. I want meat, but with us, we don't.
Yeah, I like the fat, man. The brisket with the fat.
Yeah. Kelly is in here. He's like the closer. We're bringing in a closer. We're about to shut it down here in a couple minutes. I'm just reading through a few.
Y'all making me hungry talking about ribeyes here and tomahawks.
Yeah. We summoned you up there.
Well, Kelly,
we might go a little longer tonight. I'm going to be gone for a couple weeks. Next week, I didn't announce it earlier, but next week I will be here, and then I'll be off for 2 weeks. I'll be up in Ohio at the meetup. I don't know. I'm going to reach. I don't know. Maybe I'll. Carrie, I'll reach out to Carrie. Maybe Carrie will come on and shout out the meetup next week. I don't know. But there's a meetup in Columbus, Ohio, August the 23rd. And Dr. Kiltz will be there, Dr. Nelson, a bunch of other people hanging out just with the carnivore crew. So I will be headed up there next Tuesday and headed back home the Tuesday after that. So the show will be on hiatus. So maybe we'll do a little bit longer tonight. So it looks like folks are hanging around. So
now, Kelly, let's answer the question. Could you eat 4 pounds of meat in one sitting?
I sure heck try.
Yeah.
I have done it before where I was hungry. I know my very first day on carnivore, I had 6 burger patties for lunch, and then I turn around and I end up having 2.5 pounds of ground beef, 4 to 5 eggs, and probably almost half a pound of bacon.
Wow.
There you go.
That was your first day?
First day on carnivore.
Wow.
Did you gain weight?
No, I actually lost weight. I figured, well, give it a shot. I'll see what my weight, and I went down 2 pounds. I'm like, there's no way. So that's why I'm like, I'll try it again, and lost some more weight, and then try it again. And then all of a sudden, all the inflammation, the chronic inflammation started receding. And I'm like, okay, I'm going to give this 30 days and see where it goes. And here we go. 375 days later, I'm still carnivore.
And how much have you lost total?
I have lost about 70 pounds. I am now just officially gone down to a 38 waist gene. I know I probably my true waist, if you measure it with the Renpho measuring device, it was like 41.50 around like the true, where you do your true waist. But other than that, yeah, I still got a little ways to go on the weight loss, but I'm not worried about it. It'll go eventually. And who knows, maybe I'm getting close to the desired weight my body needs me to be. So, because usually that last 20, 30 pounds is the last to go. So that's why this year it'd be more mind over body. I may do some fasting, and I may not do it. It just depends on how I go, but definitely I'm definitely going to get more physically fit because I want to have my mobility back, in which, yeah, my hip is a little sore, but that's because I'm moving and I want to get it, flexed. So I'm doing a lot of workout, but next day it's great. Feels good to go. So
I love that, man. Every time you come on, you got a great story, man. You are living your best life.
And what was your weight? What was your pant size before 38? Like when you started?
When I started, it was 40. I was wearing 44, but probably 46 waist when I started.
Wow. Holy cow. I started at 44 and I'm now at 34. And I'm down
when I was
101
born.
pounds. I'm down 101.
Yeah, I haven't wore a waist 38 jean since I was like 9th grade. That was 92, 93.
I think that was the last year Rick went to the doctor.
That was 96.
Okay,
Yeah.
I was close.
The year I graduated high school.
There you go. I graduated
And,
86.
and believe it or not, at one time I weighed over 400 pounds. This was like probably about
Whoa.
18, 19 years ago. I weighed almost 400 pounds. I couldn't get on the scale at home because I weighed too much. How I found out is I was working in factory maintenance at this time, and they had one of those big industrial scales, and that's how I found out how much I weigh. I'm like, I got to do something, which, yeah, I lost some weight, but it goes. And then this is like the first time I was ever successful of keeping my weight off.
Yeah.
And what do you weigh now?
I weigh between it ranges about 268. That's the last really measurement that I have done, but occasionally, it's fluctuating between 268 to 270, but it's slowly going down. Yeah, I can tell the inches are going down, so it's getting there. It's going to take some time, and I'm fine with that. The weight didn't come on overnight, even though it felt like it came on quicker than it did coming off.
Wow, that's amazing.
And then what's amazing is I reached out to Dave Mack because he wants to hear our success stories. And so I don't know when he's going to have it on the channel, but he's going to interview me 5 p.m. my time on Thursday. So that's pretty awesome.
Oh, I'm going to have to look out for that.
Yeah. I'm just getting through the chat to see if there's any questions or anything, but we are coming to the end of the road here. Cranky says braised oxtails and tongue are amazing. To the end of the road. Oh, it says I'm psychological like Russ. I don't know if anybody would call me psychological. If that means crazy, then yeah. Guilty as charged. So let's see here. It says, I'm not eating oxtail or a tongue. Yeah. I don't know, brother. Yeah. If we blindfold you and hit you with it, you'll be like, yeah, can I get some more of that? What was that first thing? Oxtails are great. It looks, when you look at it, if it's cooked and all that, it just looks like beef. I mean, you can't tell what, a tongue looks like a tongue, like when you buy it out of the store.
Now, I have tried sardines one time. That's the only time I'm trying it. I didn't like the taste of them. I'm done.
Yeah,
I couldn't choke them down, and I'm like, I was brave enough to do it, got them down, but I'm sorry, nope. I am not doing them again.
Oh, well, there we go. It says Doc Nelson says no kilts will not be in Columbus.
I love sardines.
You will be there, I'm sure. I know Doc will be there. Nelson will be there.
Yeah, I like sardines. I like sardines.
Larry says Russell vacation. I'm going to a carnivore meetup. Well, it is my vacation. I'm going to Ohio. That's, of course, where I'm from. I'm a Buckeye, but they happen to have a meetup there, so it'll be awesome to see everybody there. It says, I figure most of us would kill that challenge at the 70 ounce. Yeah, that's like a dream. We're going to take a flash mob like to a steakhouse somewhere and just beat them to death. It's like take a flash mob to Golden Corral or something. Just all you can eat steak and just clean them out till they come out and like, there's no more meat. There's no more meat. Oh my goodness.
Golden Corral steaks still have marks where the jockey was hitting them.
Oh yes. All right. This is Jim says, I hope you sing tonight. Lori sings too. Yes, I've heard Lori sings. Well, I sang a little bit off and on, but I didn't really sing anything You know, as always, I always say you throw something in the chat. You got to help me out a little bit. Last week was church week. Last week we had church. It turned into a church meeting. It's like the keto. We were at the keto revival last week. So, but it was cool. It was cool. You remember Sha Na Na?
Yeah. Bowser.
Bowser. Yeah, at the end, they used to sing, "Good night, sweetheart. Well, it's time to go." Bo-bo-da-bo-bo. I can't sing bass. Good night, sweetheart. Well, time you know. I can't remember it. I told you I can't remember the words. Something, something, man. I really must say, good night, sweetheart. Good night. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do. A Carpenter song.
We've only just begun.
Yes, we've only just begun to live. Briskets and oxtails. I don't know. Get us a grill and we're on our way. We've only just begun to heal. I don't know the words. I should know the words, but I don't know all the words.
Till the rising sun.
Yes. Well, yeah, there you go. Sing it, Rick. You sing it, Rick.
That's how you scare everybody.
I only know one Carpenter song, and that wasn't it. It was one that went on the country radio stations back in the 80s.
Top of the World?
When I was a kid. I don't know which one it was.
Looking down at
creation and the only explanation I can find.
I know a lot of Carpenter tunes. I just don't know the words to any of them. Didn't Luther Vandross remake a Carpenter song? Was that long ago? And oh, so far away, I fell in love with you before the second show. Wasn't that a Carpenter? Didn't Karen Carpenter sing that? And you play so sweet and clear, but you're not really here. It's just the radio. Don't you remember you told me you loved me, Amy? You said you'd be coming back again this way, Lori. Anyway, that is enough for tonight. We'll do something next week. Lori says, yes, that is a Carpenter song. Yes, I thought so. Mm-hmm. That's why I know about every Luther song ever written, so that's why I happen to know that. But anyway, once again, we have fulfilled our obligation to the family. It is 1 hour and 39 minutes. I am so glad you stayed with us through this extended edition of the Keto Cookout. I want to thank everybody for hanging out, coming on with us on screen, off screen. We will be back next week. My sister Laura will be here before 2 weeks. I will be off. But as always, wish you all the best. Keep your carbs low, your proteins and fats high. And we will see you on the next one.
See you next time.